my friends. Here I am again. Backing up to this thing. I guess my problem is brakes. Trying to get a decent amount of brakes on without the game getting all nose out of joint. Okay. Ready to consist over. Okay. Proceed over Springfield Yard. Yep. Before over and out. Okay, so. Okay. What do we got here for brake? We've got. Oh, we pretty well got nothing for brake. That's our problem. Why? Why do we show nothing? Okay, let's try again. Add a bit. Okay, that. Oh yeah, finally you see something. It's very slow. Why is it so slow? So instead of going to 66, let's go to somewhere and see what we get. Go to 30. Yeah, 30 we get something. Okay. Go via to consist. Okay. What's my horn like on this? That's interesting. My lighting is kind of funny on this. The contrast could be better, couldn't it? Go via mainline 1. By yard 7. Ah. And then go via yard 7-1 and then couple those to the back at yard 7. Okay. Yes, the reversing does work. Okay, so let's take that off. That's better. We're all good there. We're all good there. I was just sorry, just going off screen with the mouse for a second. Seems to confuse the game. Oh, I have a yellow on the right. That means I'm good. Oop, sorry, that was a sighting. Don't forget, sightings are slower. Oh yeah, I was going to look inside this and see if there was a light switch. It's a shitty little engine, eh? There's nearly nothing inside. Yard 7-1, I think this is my drive around. Reach around. Couple those guys, yes. Well, yes, just get this past the switch and then we back up and then we grab a bunch of things. And then I think we are happier. And Springfield Yard 9-1, which is Yard 9-1, which is that one there, which is that one there. I think we're good now. Ah, we got a whole bunch of pipes to grab. Okay. We'll grab these and see where we go. Oops. Hartford, task out the contact Hartford mile marker 41, which would be okay. Okay, so I think I need to get these brakes back. I think we were good at this. So, carry on to 17. Oh yeah, we stopped fairly quickly. Okay, go via 17. We just add 13% maybe. Then what? South Springfield Track 1S, and I think coming up on our little diagram below is that specifically. Quick check just to make sure we don't have any call for signal things. What are our brakes at? Our brakes are at hardly anything, see? That's an interesting cargo over there. Some old trucks. South Springfield Track 1S, which is I think we are pointed that way. We'll find out, won't we? I think we're pointing towards the right one. So we're gonna go for a walk, I think. That's what we're gonna do. Let me check the weather out there and see what the weather is like. I think it's Julio. Oh, 19. Well, it's not bad. We can go for a walk, sit outside. We can sit and have a beer too. We gotta slow down to 15 again, don't we? We just get running and it's like, nope. Slow down. Well, we'll see where we get anyways. It's a not a terribly long trip. We picked up some cars, and we'll drop off some cars. look here. We are here. There's a South Springfield map, and we are heading down. Eventually down to here. So. Oh yeah, this guy was waiting for us to clear the track, I think. Yep. Now we're clear. You can start rolling now. Let me see what the signals are like. You still got a red. Oh, he probably won't get a red until I get out of this junction. Okay. Out of this junction block. Well, he should have got a green. Maybe he's just going to stay there forever. I'm just farting down to Windsor Locks main line. And then I think these are probably all set up properly. Let's see what happens. Hey, Marcus Akalali, aka Lolly. I want to make sure there wasn't an F there. G'day to you, my friend, and how are you? Where are you? It's a good day. It's a good day. It's Saturday. It's 19C here. It's not too bad. It's sunny. It's been cold. We went down, I think, to 4 last night. You know, mid-September. Getting chilly. But it's 19, so I'm going to do some driving. I'm moving in a month. But I've been doing a lot of downsizing and clearing shit up, so today I don't feel bad about slacking off a bit. I'm gonna drive my train, and then I'm gonna go up to my local. It's 2:30 in the afternoon. Go to my local and have a beer and chit-chat with people walking by. Yeah, and then I'll do some, come back and do some packing, I guess. Oh, you want a postcard? Let me know if you want a postcard. Oh yeah, we should do a whistle here, right? Okay, let's crank it up, buddy. What do we got for brake here? Hardly anything set in brake. See what I mean? The brake just... yeah. Well, I mean, the weather's been up and down all over the place, but it has been hot, you know. Week or so ago we were, you know, 28 feels like 34 sort of thing, but we're back down again, so well, there's a bit of a break now, so that would mean that, okay, yeah, so we'll actually go slow down. As I thought, you see? that's what happens. The brakes on this engine are either on or off. They're useless. They're just useless. That's a problem I have with a lot of the engines in this game. The brake simulations are poor. It's not me. The brakes are at nothing, and they go from nothing to too much. See, we'll set to 39. We'll see what happens. We'll probably get a little bit of brake pressure, maybe. See, nothing's going up. That's just nudging, so we'll see what happens at 47. Ah, thank you very much. Yeah, the stuff from DTG is, yeah. I've had problems with some of their scenarios. I have problems with the fact that their scenarios often go like, you know, out of memory order errors and stuff like this. And the system does a dump, like an error dump, because it says that it's sending an error file and stuff like this, but you call them with a problem and they give you the big long list of things they want you to measure and copy and paste and send back to them. And I'm thinking, you know, if you can't put in a proper crash dump algorithm, you get all that information yourself when it dies. So I've not been that happy with with their behavior. Yeah, see, the brakes are on too much. So that's why I've stopped driving this, really. I just got too annoyed with it. It's doable, but I don't know. A new version is coming out. September 17th, I think. Train Simulator 2021. Which is going to be the same game as this, but marked. Let me crank this down a bit so we have less train noise. 2021, which is going to be the same as 2020, just with a change the name on it. I don't think they're going to change the physics. Exactly. It's the same thing. They don't change the physics. They don't fix anything. There's not any effort really for... It's a money grabbing. Yeah, I got suckered in years ago with it. I didn't focus on... You really have to focus on what country you want to drive in and whether you want to drive steam, electric, diesel. Because otherwise you get sucked into buying stuff and releases and scenarios and DLCs all over the place. I never buy on, I always buy on sale, so at least it's got to be 50% off, but even at that it's crap, so I don't know. I think the Cinchfield line is included in the new scenario. 2021. There's 3 new routes, I think, that come with it. You know. Like I said, I'm moving in a month anyway, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time. Even the whistles are sad. So I got a friend of mine, Cyclone, who's really keen on this. He gathers all the different scenarios and what goes with what and all sorts of charts and tables and that, and he keeps, you know, pushing DTG to fix things and stuff, but I think Cinchfield is included. Oh, I have to buy the premium edition? See, I'm not sure what routes I get when I just upgrade. I'm not sure if I get that Cinchfield route. Like, there's 3 routes they talk about. I'm not sure if I get any routes. No. Yeah, well. That's too bad. Because I certainly have the most fun I have in this game, I guess, is SnowRunner. And the most fun I have in my games, I have ETS2, ATS, Hunter Call of the Wild, and this. And SnowRunner gives me the most. Updates the hub. I don't know what you mean when it updates the hub. HUD? Hub or HUD? Because I don't think there was any changes. So the HUD is going to look different. I know they something about they're changing the workshops so that you can, I think, so that you can subscribe. It's easier to subscribe to workshop content from within the game. But I wasn't sure what change there was to the HUD. Oh, the background of the main menu changes, you know. Whoopie-doo. Yeah, same errors, same problems, same... So I'll try it when it comes out. 17th, I think. Now, SnowRunner came out with a new version, version 7, and it added some tasks to the Michigan map, but simply contracts. One of them is take this oversized freight container from way down here in one map to this way up here on this other map, which is a long trip. Torturous route, but I managed. But it's a two-parter. Once you've done that, you go back and do exactly the same thing. And I tipped over. I was kind of impatient the second time. I tipped over right near the beginning on this twisty little hilly bit of road, so I quit. And I decided I've just got to go back and think, do I really want to... I'm going to have to get a crane and drag everything back down the road, I guess, to a clear enough space so I can reassemble everything and then drive out. Oh, you got 2016. Yeah, I think I started with 2013 on this. I think that's my first. I think that's my first iteration. Yeah. There we go. Let's put some brake on there like that. As we look here, yeah, we got nothing on brake. And one more click and then we'll have too much brake. So the brake on this train is the hand brakes. I've got another task that I want to do, which is podcasting. I've got a bunch of 1,000-word or less flash fiction stories, like 150 that I've written over the years. And I want to read them into a podcast and do maybe one a week or two a week. It'll be like a 5-minute podcast. I also want to read some other stories. There's some P.G. Woodhouse, Jeeves and Worcester stories from the written in the early 1900s, but still funny. So I might do those, like do a chapter at a time. Oh, let's do a save. I don't save often enough in this game, and I've been burned before where I go way back in time. It's like, oh, oops. Oh, maybe he wanted that line. Maybe that's why he's sitting there. Go via Windsor Locks, main line 1, which is another 5 miles, so. Why I don't get any message if you send stuff with channel points? I don't know. I don't know. I'd set that up a while, and I don't know if I tested that. That was quite a while. Where do you set that up again? Where would I have set that up? Is that under my channel settings? Let me look at my channel settings here. Creator dashboard. Extensions. I don't know. I set it up at one point because it looked like a cool thing, and I can't even remember where I set it up. So I'm no help to you. So I'm obviously no help to myself. So after I finish the stream, I'll look it up and see where the hell it is, unless somebody else knows. Because I thought I set up the channel points. Now messages, maybe the notification has to be come through Streamlabs. I set it. Like I say, I set that up a while ago, and I even forget how I set it up. And I guess I didn't really test it, or maybe it doesn't work anymore. But yeah, let's get rolling here and get rid of this thing. Actually, let's take this brake off so we can go even faster. Yeah, yeah. There we go. 40, 41. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're gradually getting to 60. It's not a very strong engine unit, is it? There we go. Oops, sorry. Although it's a lot of pipe and it could boost, so I don't know. Like that little Doppler thing. Ding, 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 ding. So they have some things, you know, they get some things like the fact that I zoomed forward past the signal and I did my own sort of Doppler effect. That's accurate. And yet they can't get the brakes to work. There you go. We just get a lot of brakes. Right? Yeah, fuck it. We'll put all these guys on. Now are we slowing down? Yeah, we're slowing down. I write the two. I've published 2 books. You can see information on the there's a link there on my channel to the book information. The 2 I published were Small Town Cop but I've written a whole whack of stories which are and it's police with some fantasy written in, fiction of course, and I've also done maybe 150 flash fiction, like 1,000 word or less short stories that are sci-fi, fantasy, mystery, some romance, drama, variety. But like I said, my next challenge, I think once I move, I want to get set up and start podcasting. Record my stories and others and put them online once a week. Windsor Locks Mainline 1, and then what? go via, so this is a lot of long distance traveling on this. Go via MP45 track 1 and 4.11 miles. Yes, they do. They are, I think they might be 15 and 20 US on Amazon. And there's, and you can get a Kindle copy up there too, if you want a print copy. If you follow the link to my page, mikeyoung.ca, then you can, there's, I think, information on getting my books there too. Nobody in town, eh? No people kicking around. And that canal is pretty empty. If you buy my books and like them, please leave a good review. Oh, dearie me. Yawning here. I'm here, and I'm going 45, yeah. Yeah, we'll check it out. Check it out, either the print version or the e version. The first one is Kirk's Landing. It's a undercover cop, big city undercover cop with the power to sometimes be invisible. And sometimes it fails. It fails on him in the middle of a biker gang meeting, so he gets busted and he has to hide out in a small northern town. And there he runs into murder, corruption, bikers, drugs, evil spirits. And the first book starts in January and goes till May, and the second book starts in June and goes till September. Second one is Return to Kirk's Landing. A lot of people have asked for a third one. I could do a third one for the third season, I guess. I'm not sure what I would do with the characters. I have to think about it. I'd have to go back in and analyze book 1 to see what the arcs were for the characters and where they went, and book 2 to see where they went, and then book 3 try to do the same thing. And try to leave book 3 open. Now, I don't know what I would do. Book 1. See, it was Kirk's Landing. Book 2 was The Return, and actually the return was the return of an evil spirit, which was vanquished, sort of killed. So I don't know what book 3 would be, you know, Beneath the Planet of Kirk's Landing, just to riff off the Planet of the Apes franchise. Okay, let's get up to 50 and then 60. The bot is asking if you want one. Do you want one? Do you want a friendly postcard? Message me, yes. If you send me your name and address, I will send you a postcard. Even if you're in Germany. Just message me, a whisper, or put it on my Discord, or somehow get your name and mailing address. And I will send you a book. You get an evil spirit every time you eat a hot curry. Yeah. The only time I used to, well, in my younger drinking late night days, I would be drinking late night down in the market area, and then I would go for hot curry. And it would seem like a great idea at the time, and then the next day it'd be like, ooh, so I got a hangover and I've got all this vindaloo happening in my gut. It's interesting, Baked Bean Kid, that interesting that you would actually pick a name called a Baked Bean Kid and suffer from intestinal gas. Quite serendipitous. So we are and I'm sort of the opposite. I rarely, and I'm not sure why we're discussing farts here, but I whatever happens in my gut, it's usually almost odor-free. So I guess it's just genetics, and it's probably the food you eat. It's probably to stop at Windsor. I'm going to have you go around them while they get this resolved. Okay. Oh. Oh, how do you get the member role on my Discord? Oh, I go to the Discord and do it. So just a sec. Let me just go to my Discord and give you the member role. Just people have to tell me that that's what they've done it. People have to tell me they've popped in. And then there you go. Check it out. You should be good now. You should have more access now, Marcus. I guess I should tell people. Here's an invite to my Disco server. I should tell people to let me know, and I'll set you up, because it doesn't happen automatically. You can, but I'm not using voice chat. Sure. I don't use voice chat very often. I use voice chat when I do convoys. But I can add it. I can add you to that if you want. There you go. I'm not really sure what to use voice chat for, other than chatting in a like in a convoy. When I play ETS2 or ATS in convoys, I use the voice chat. Oh, which reminds me, is Truckers NP updated yet? Yes. If I'm doing a convoy, yeah, people can talk with me even if they're not playing the game. Yeah, that would work. I wouldn't want... Oops, that's probably supposed to be going 15 here, eh? 30 again. Oh, well. There we go. Put a bit more brake on. Now, why am I keeping the brakes on? Which brakes? These brakes here don't work. Dynamic brakes are not on. Dynamic brakes are not on. Regular brakes are on slightly. So the regular brakes go either on or off. I like to have a bit of brake dragging just so when I kill the power I start slowing down. But in this case it's... This is the guy I'm going around, I hope. See if I got one like that, then when I cut power like that, actually slow down. Yeah, I forgot. I went across a... Yeah, when you cross over from tracks, there's often a... I can't remember if it was marked. Probably not. Because once I get past there, I'm guessing it's going to back up from 15. There we go. Yep. The regular brake is this is dynamic braking. Dynamic braking works where they reverse the polarity. Well, they reverse the function so that the engine, the motors in the wheels are no longer motors, they are generators. And they are providing a retarding force against rolling, which transfers into... They generate electricity and it goes into these big resistors. So that's how dynamic brakes work. But dynamic brakes are slow. The regular brakes are air brakes. And the local brake is just on the local. The regular brakes are air brakes all the way through the car. They are not electric. So the regular brakes, the regular air brakes that you would use in the train, these things here, in this particular locomotive, they go from 0 to too much. Right now they're set at 37. If I go to any higher, suddenly they go up too high and I can't. They go from like hardly anything to 25, 30 pounds, and then I can't move. And I could use dynamic braking. Dynamic braking takes a while to kick in. There we are. There's a dynamic braking kicking in. We'll take that out. Why do I have the whole time air brakes on? Do you mean whole time air brakes, or do you mean why do I have hand brakes? These are hand brakes that you set on each car, and these are the air brakes. The air brakes, even though it says 37, you're supposed to run them just slightly lapped, so there's just they're just dragging a bit. But these are the train brakes, and the train brakes are either, in this particular locomotive, they seem to be either off or full on. There's no way to adjust them. So I could take them off and it's going to do the same. They do. Everybody drives with the brakes self-lapped. Sorry, in real life they drive with the brakes. There's a running position, I think. But no matter, these, they don't work worth a shit on this particular locomotive. So to compensate for that, I use the wheel brakes, which is not realistic, because it's not as if somebody's going to run back and turn the brakes on and off on the cars. But again, just another feature of this game that's probably never going to get fixed, because it varies with engine too. There's some engines where the brakes are very realistic. But I think it's the same. I think in all trains it's the same concept, isn't it? That you've got brake pipes, you've got brake pressure and brake pipes and brake cylinders. And you have the concept that you can add more brakes, but you can't take away some brakes. You can go from 10 to 15 and 15 to 20, but you can't easily go from 20 to 15 or 20 to 10. Because every time you do that, you actually lose capacity in the braking system. So you can find yourself going down a big hill and you've got no more reserve left. So this is a scenario by RBJets. I like the ones RBJets does. He does. He usually has a lot of switching. This one doesn't have a lot of switching. Air brakes for the train. Yes, so air brake for the train. Loco brakes is just on the engine itself. And electric brakes, I think we call dynamic brakes here. Follow your task log HUD to stopping point at end part 1 on track 14, over. Okay. I think we're going 14, 14, 14. Yeah, we're on 14. Oh, yeah, via track 14. Yeah, I think we're going on the right tracks. We'll find out when we get there. Blast pop, hi. Yeah, I think we call them dynamic. The electric brakes, the concept of the dynamic brakes is that you use the motors that are down here in the wheels. The diesel is driving a generator, and the generator is powering the electric motors in the wheels. And when you use dynamic braking, what they do is they disconnect the generator from the motors in the wheels, and they change around the wiring settings. So now the motors in the wheels are acting like generators. So it's just like on a bicycle generator, I guess. It slows you down. So these are generators now, and it takes work to make the generator, to make the wheels turn, to drive the generators. So that slows the train down. And the electricity that they generate goes through humongous resistor banks and is just burned off as heat. So that's how dynamic braking works, and it's easy to crank it up and down because you just I think what they do is they just play around with the wiring, but it takes a while for it to kick in. And I've used it. I've used dynamic brake on the Canadian route. Are we going down big hills? What I do is I set the air brake on the train going down a big hill. So I set the air brake on the train so that it is not enough to slow the train down, but enough to limit the train's increase, so the train speeds up very slowly. And then I add the dynamic brake on top of that, because the dynamic brake you can increase and decrease easily, whereas the regular air brakes you cannot increase and decrease. So yes, sorry for the long explanation, but thanks for dropping in, Marcus. I'm almost finished this one. Oops, another 15. Oh no, a 30. Geez, I got a lot of speeding on this trip. I'll be on here, Marcus. I might do more. Maybe tonight I'll do some. Maybe we'll do some snow runner. I've got a nasty job in snow runner to recover. A flatbed and my Voron truck or whatever on a twisty little road with a cargo from the ship, it's called, in Michigan, and the extra long, the oversized freight container, everything tipped over. So I have to get a big crane and take it there and then fix everything. So, thank you, Blast Pop, for the cheer. All right, 25 bits. I was watching a stream, and the user there's an active chat in it, and a lot of people being abusive and arguing and stuff like this. And the stream has the option where you can use bits to time somebody out. In the chat. So you can use 25 bits and time somebody out for 25 Or no, for like 100, I think it was like 25 bits. It was time somebody out in the chat for 100 seconds. Which is weird. Because it sort of keeps the chat going, because then people start insulting each other and timing each other out, and every time they time each other out, they have to buy more bits, which is money that goes to the streamer, and the streamer isn't even doing any work. It's like, no. She also has the streamer. It's I don't know if you've seen it. It's Meg. It's a Japanese woman with disabilities, allegedly, very large breasts, not allegedly, who lies there with the camera sort of centered on her breasts at the side shot, and telling people, so, okay, I'm sensitive about my breasts, so don't talk about them. It's like, well, do you want to move your camera then? She has ads every few minutes. There's like a minute's worth of ads, so... She has lots of people watching. They're fascinated with it, or they argue with each other, and they say, oh no, she's such a princess, and then, oh no, she's such a scam artist. Although you can't really insult her, you can't say she's a scam artist, because their mod gets her, the mod takes her out, or takes her comment out. I said something. She must have been making a lot of money from all these ads. Well, moderator deleted my comment. I don't care. Should be obvious to people. People are still watching it, so. Go via Hartford track 14. Do I eventually get somewhere? Show center player. Show task. Oh, go via Hartford Yard check 14. Oh yeah, it's a great way to make money. I think she must be making good money. She may or may not be handicapped. That another break there? The wrong uses your brakes, but I know. Well, I think she makes a living, and I think, yeah, she makes a living just lying there and having people chat about her. She hardly ever says anything. Don't know. I don't think I'd ever be able to make money at this. I would have to be on here regularly, and I would have to put more bells and whistles on my stream, I think. And I'd have to have probably a schedule of what games they play when, and probably even try new games. I don't know. I know all the things I could do if I wanted to make money at this, but I got other things I want to do, so. Okay. Yeah, exactly. You have to have a gimmick or hook. Well, like RT Gamer. RT Gamer raided me a couple of summers ago with, I don't know, hundreds of people, 1,000 people, who knows. His gimmick is he plays all sorts of games, but he's kind of outrageous about it too, right? Yeah, we're there. So 6, 5. We want to stop just the right way, right? Thank you, thank you. That is my style. My style. My thing is laid back. Are we there now? 3, 2, 1. God. Okay, I'm gonna fall asleep here if I get any more laid back approaching this marker here. There we go. That's a break. Beep, beep, beep. There we go. So I'm gonna have to find out how I did that that hydrate thing that I added. So I can't remember where I added it. So holding on track 14. Yep. Have a few crewmen come over, double check, secure the stock. Copy that. Up next, part 2. So thank you, my friends, for viewing, for chatting, for cheering, for supporting me in general. I gotta do some chores and have a shower, go out to my local, sit outside the sun, have a beer, because it's nice out there. I think it's actually summer-ish. Yeah, it's 20. Feels like 20. So wear a light jacket. And yeah, I'll be on later. So stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, stay away from each other. Ta-ta for now.